Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the HBO documentary series Menudo, Forever Young. And this mini-series focuses on the story of this rise and fall of this big iconic Latin American teen heartthrob band, Menudo, which I think probably a lot of people might recognize because, like, Ricky Martin was a member at one point. There were dozens of members over the years that were part of this band, and this documentary captures that. It shows a wide variety of different members who had come and go in the band. It does have its standard rock doc kinds of bits where we're learning the backstory, how it came about, and all those kinds of things. And first two episodes or so are pretty standard when it comes to, laying the groundwork for what this band really was and how it came about. Where the last two episodes go is fascinating and hard to watch, because that's where things hit that fall and things get heavy. A lot heavier than I was anticipating. There's a drug use problem. They were questioned and arrested and, held on like drug trafficking charges over some of them having drugs in their possession. But even worse, by far worse, is the sexual assault, the grooming, and the abuse put on them by one of the managers of this band. And the last episode really focuses on this and delves deep into it, and it is emotional, it's impactful, it's haunting to listen to these men who were kids at the time talk about the experiences they had with this guy talking to them about all kinds of sexual things, how he presented himself in front of them, how he abused them physically and took advantage of them. And this documentary takes a dark turn, like real hard dark turn. And that was, if you think about like the first episode of this 4-episode documentary series and the 4th episode of this documentary series, this is worlds apart. It evolves into a harrowing indictment on this kind of abuse and what needs to be done to protect young people and musical artists in these tough situations where it's just like they're being taken advantage of. And this documentary series was eye-opening. There was so much more to this band than I thought, in terms of like, oh, that was just like the boy band that Ricky Martin was in. No, there's so much more to this than that. And it's deep, it's harrowing, and it has some really intense moments. And I really think this is worth a watch, and it's a fascinating true story about the rise and fall of this quite popular band that meant a lot to Latin American community, and all the horrors that came about with it that ended its existence. But those are my thoughts on Menudo, Forever Young. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.